What's up, guys? Welcome to part 5 of the online claw machine app series. This episode, we're going to be installing the cameras, setting up internet connections, the new prints for different prizes, and our app developer, Nothik, flew in from California to set up all the hardware. So here we go. Now, we were originally planning on setting up a side camera and a front camera, but after setting up the tripods, we barely had enough room for the machines, so we decided on installing aerial cameras on the claw machines. This way you can still make sure you're lined up with what you're aiming for, and we can save floor space. To do this, we used an L bracket bolted onto the gantry, and then the other end of the L bracket is bolted on to the camera. Then we ran the camera's wires through the back of the machine and then zip tied it onto the claw machine's harness. Next, to connect all these cameras to the internet so you can access them, we have to hook them up to our internet router via Ethernet. To do this, we had to get a different router, so we grabbed that, and then after many hours on the phone with our internet service provider...
But then the router is telling me invalid IP. Okay, yeah, could you please log, because I'm trying to log into the modem, and it says the page is loading.
You won't be able to log into the modem, sir.
We've been logging in this whole time.
What's he talking about? Until they got it. Then we ran to Meyer to get a ladder and then used that to run the Ethernet cable from the router up the wall, through the drop ceiling, and into the other room. Alrighty guys, now we're in the camera's view, so what we're going to be doing is installing all these and then hooking it up to the internet. So I'm going to plug it in. There's a little power strip down here. Each machine has their own. Like that. Okay, so there's power on it, and then back here, what we did, you already saw that too, I ran a Ethernet cable through the drop ceiling, and it comes down right over here. So this is going to be kind of like a general area, you know, for everything, and then all the Ethernet cables, just like this, are going to branch out from this switch and then go into every single camera. 2 Ethernet cables per machine, the top view and then the front view. Now, depending on how familiar you guys are with this is a network Ethernet switch. Take the router where your internet access point is, you plug an Ethernet cable into that, we ran it through the ceiling, then the other end goes into this switch right here. So you plug it in, I'm just gonna go into port 1, and then we'll have 15 available. We'll actually need to get a bigger one of these, and it'll mount to this wall right here. Now, since we have to get a bigger one, I don't really want to screw it in and have it, you know, like pretty much permanent. It's just really strong mounting tape, but it will come off, so we're just gonna get like a piece like that big, and then
handy pair of scissors there, buddy.
Yeah, it kind of works.
Whatever works.
It's not really gonna stay there, just so we can test everything out and make sure the cameras work, and then they can connect to the app. Plug it in right about here, attach it to the wall, and then it's no really big deal switching these out later.
Oh, you got it the wrong way.
Yep, I do.
No, it's
Okay, it doesn't have to be straight, really, I don't mind. Okay, for now it's fine, because it's probably gonna fall. Then we're gonna take a cable just like this, make sure it's big enough. It might be. Okay, well I guess there's only one way to find out. Plug it into the Ethernet port on the camera, and then we're gonna pull it all the way over here. This is just for now to make sure everything's working.
Yeah, we're gonna go through the ceiling with these guys.
Exactly. So it'll look really clean. I think this is gonna fall.
That's the idea, though. It's
So we got Ethernet.
really polished up by the time we're done with this.
Yep. Kind of works. Okay, that one's in. Alrighty. Then we have to send power to the switch.
Awesome.
Hopefully it's long enough. Uh-oh.
Plenty of.
Make sure. Okay, so we got the green light on, so that means it's working. And then this is plugged into the switch. Switch is plugged in to the router. Each one's powered. Like I said, we didn't have all of them set up. This one looks like it's powered. Yep, cool. So that's that. Now we're gonna go connect them to the computer. And boom, this is what they are seeing. We'll test it and go over this Foghorn Leghorn. Looks perfect. The aerial cameras are pretty much ready to go now. Next, we have to install the custom PCB circuit boards onto the claw machines themselves. After our developer does some pretty intense soldering, they were done. Crimped the joystick wires and inserted them into the Molex connector. The Molex connector is a way to plug everything in to the custom-made circuit board. That way we can easily unplug everything, plug them back in, and do different forms of testing if something, say, broke down and the connections are really secured. So now we have to install them into each machine. Running a bolt through them and then screwing them down looks solid, so that's done. So then we tested all the functions out, left, back, forward, and the drop feature.
Like, up and down are responsive. Yeah, it could be either that it's, you know, the thing is not long enough. Or yeah, I'm not sure why sometimes it's missing and sometimes it's not missing.
Ooh, that might actually win it. You got it.
Oh,
Ooh.
hit the raspberry pi.
How do you know it's gonna win?
I could tell. I don't know.
How do you know?
I can see this centerpiece go up into it a certain way, and I can just tell. I don't know. It's weird. Ooh, see if we can get that Roadrunner. Yeah. No, it's going to drop it. Made a lot of progress. We are still having an estimated launch date for this as early December. Next episode, we'll be hooking up the rest of the cameras, adding all the price sensors, and then connecting all the live streams to the website. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series. Hopefully you are excited about this Claw Machine app. If you are, leave a comment below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.